Children, we are starting with the third chapter, that is the theory of consumer behavior according to your syllabus. Now, in this theory of consumer behavior, the chapter has been divided, or we are about to study the consumer's equilibrium. Now, the consumer's equilibrium, the approaches we have, one is the marginal utility approach and the other one is the indifference curve analysis. Now, in this indifference curve analysis, we have, that is the last section, we call it ordinal utility analysis, where we are not measuring the satisfaction or the utility by numbers, but we are talking about the preference order. And on the other hand, for the cardinal utility approach or the marginal utility approach, there are two approaches. We will be learning two theories, where with one commodity model and the other one that with the two commodity model. Now, before going into those approaches, we need to know certain things about utility. Now, what is utility of a commodity? Utility is the want satisfying power of a commodity. Suppose I am writing with this pen. Now, what is the utility of this pen? The capability of this pen to satisfy my want. I want to write, it has the capability to write. So, the want satisfying power of a commodity is known as its utility. Okay. Now, what do we mean by total utility? The total utility is the total amount of satisfaction. The total utility is the total amount of satisfaction that the consumer derives by the consumption of a specific quantity of a commodity. I purchase 2 pens, or I consume 3 units of a commodity. I take 2 ice creams, or so the amount of satisfaction which I derive after having certain number of units of a commodity, the total satisfaction that the consumer derives after consumption of a certain number of units of a commodity is known as total utility. Whereas what is marginal utility? It refers to the change in total utility. Now, please be very careful. Marginal utility refers to the change in total utility due to an additional unit consumption of a commodity. Due to an additional unit consumption of a commodity. Suppose, as for the sake of the theories, theories that have been established in economics, I have told you, though we have studied earlier that utility cannot be measured by cardinal numbers, but still for the sake of establishing different theories, we have assumed that utility can be measured in terms of cardinal numbers, and the unit is utils. So if I think that by having 2 units of a commodity, the total satisfaction derived is 10 utils, 10. Now, I consume the third unit, and by consuming 3 units, the total utility the total satisfaction or the total utility derived is 14 units, 14. So 2 units total gave me total utility was 10. 3 units, the total utility becomes 14, my total satisfaction. Therefore, how much the third unit has given me satisfaction, extra satisfaction? What is the change in total utility due to the third additional unit consumed? Okay, so the third additional unit consumed has given me 4 units of the satisfaction, 4 units of satisfaction. So the marginal utility for the third unit, is 4. So that's why we define marginal utility as the change in total utility. The change in total utility due to the consumption of 1 additional unit of a commodity. And how do we measure it? We measure it in terms NU for the nth unit. The nth unit means, as I said, for the third unit is equal to total utility from all the 3 units, that is n units, minus the total utility from 2 units. So total utility from n minus 1 units. So this is the way we can calculate marginal utility for the nth commodity consumed, nth, the third, the fourth, the fifth. And also otherwise we can measure it in terms of the change, if we stick to the definition, the change in total utility. The change in total utility due to 1 additional unit. This 1 additional unit can also be written as marginal change in quantity demanded. This marginal change is defined as this delta Q. So Either we measure marginal utility as delta TU, change in total utility due to a marginal change in quantity demanded, or we can measure it by the marginal unit utility for the nth unit equals to TUN minus TUN minus 1. So these are the two concepts we need to know before we proceed into the theory of this consumer behavior, the equilibrium analysis and all. This is what total utility and marginal utility refers to. Now let us consider a utility schedule for a commodity. A utility schedule for a commodity. Now before we proceed into this table or the schedule, just a normal consumer behavior, you think your own consumption, about your own consumption. Suppose you are thirsty and you drink a glass of water to quench your thirst. Now definitely you gain some utility from it. Now if you drink another glass of water, definitely it will give you more satisfaction, but the amount of change in satisfaction for that one unit, the second glass of water gives you additional utility. The second glass of water, the total utility increases, but by a lesser extent than the first glass. The first glass of water quenched your thirst and the amount of satisfaction that you derive. The second glass of water definitely increased your total utility, but by a lesser extent, because it's common human behavior, consumer behavior, that as you demand more at a point of time, as you start demanding more, the desire to have more, the intensity of the desire to have more decreases. So as you consume more, the total utility increases, but by a lesser rate. Okay, so if we consider the schedule here, you see for 0 units consumed, the total utility is 0. No units consumed, no total utility. So the question of marginal utility does not arise. 1 unit consumed, 10 units of total utility derived, and that additional unit has given you how much extra utility? That is marginal utility, 10 minus 0. Now you consume 2 units, your total utility increases, but the first unit gave you 10 units of additional utility, whereas the second unit has given you additional 8 units, 18 minus 10, 8 units of satisfaction or utility. So the marginal utility for the second unit is 8. You consume the third unit, so the total utility from 3 units, 21. But the third unit gave you additional 3 units of a commodity. As you are increasing your demand, the desire to have more decreases. Fourth unit you consume, you are fully satisfied, your total utility does not increase. So marginal utility becomes 0. And if you still have more by any means you are consuming, you are forced or whatever means. For the fifth unit consumed, the total utility now decreases. After a certain level, you have consumed enough. So after a certain level, total utility decreases. And if total utility decreases, the marginal utility, 20 minus 21, becomes negative. So when total utility decreases, marginal utility becomes negative. So you can see from here, as the number of units increase, consumed, quantity demanded increased, the marginal utility decreases, reaches 0 when total utility is maximum, and becomes negative when total utility decreases. So as quantity demanded increases, total utility increases but at a decreasing rate. Marginal utility decreases throughout, becomes 0 when total utility is maximum, and becomes negative when total utility decreases. Now this relation between total utility and marginal utility can be shown with the help of a diagram. Here we have shown a hypothetical schedule following the consumer behavior. Now we will do it with the help of a diagram and learn the relations, very important with respect to your exams, and also learning the concepts, because depending upon those the next equilibrium analysis will be depending upon. So this relation between total utility and marginal utility we will be showing with the help of a diagram. So we come to the relation, the diagrammatic representation that depicts the relation between total utility and marginal utility. You see, as we according to the schedule, if you follow the schedule that we have done previously, the total utility increases at a decreasing rate, reaches maximum and then starts decreasing. And when total utility reaches maximum, marginal utility is 0. And as total utility falls, marginal utility becomes negative. So, as long as total utility increases at a decreasing rate, marginal utility is positive but gradually decreases. So the relation between total utility and marginal utility, you can write in two ways. The relation can be written in two ways. Number one, the total utility curve is concave from above. This is concave from above. And as total utility increases at a decreasing rate, marginal utility decreases but remains positive. See, total marginal utility decreases but still remains positive. As total utility reaches maximum, mu becomes 0. When total utility reaches maximum, mu becomes 0. And as TU decreases, as total utility decreases, marginal utility becomes negative. Okay. The other way you can mention the same relation with respect to marginal utility, that what happens when marginal utility is positive. As long as marginal utility is positive, total utility increases. As long as marginal utility is positive, total utility increases. When total utility is maximum, or when marginal utility becomes 0. When does marginal utility become 0? When marginal utility becomes 0, total utility should reach maximum. And when marginal utility becomes negative, total utility is decreasing. So any one, don't go for writing both the ways. If you are asked with the relation, generally the question or the explanation comes for a 3 marks question. So you have to show the diagram. Okay, the diagram is very much compulsory or mandatory. The diagram, these points are very important. Okay, the curves you don't have to do with any protractor or any freehand drawing, but logically they should be correct. Increasing at a decreasing rate. Diagrams are very important. Highest point that the total utility is maximum, marginal utility should be 0. Total utility decreases, marginal utility becomes negative. So the diagram and the relations, any one, either in that way, where total utility and marginal utility, the relation. Okay, so this is the relation between total utility and marginal utility of a commodity.